Hey lovies. We're going to tap into the collective energy today through some tarot readings. Okay. Connecting with the collective energy, connecting with your energy. Connecting with what you would like clarity on today. We'd like to know the tension, the disharmonies, the activations needed for growth, needed to activate this energy that we're in, for us to fully embody the beautiful lessons and blessings being presented to us. What is possibly hidden to us based off of our perspective? What's wanting to be shown in the light? What wants to be revealed, uncovered? What wants to coexist? What wants to be healed? Ace of Wands. That's a really big one. I received that in a lot of readings yesterday. So we're really shifting into this energy. And it's funny because we just left Gemini, which is that air energy, that Gemini season. But it looks like from that Gemini new moon, a lot was activated in terms of like that creativity and finishing building a cycle, and now starting a new cycle and building a new cycle. Hangman, a change of perspective is needed right now. So there's a lot of creativity that wants to come forward, but there's definitely a lot of perspective that needs to be shifted in order to be able to embrace this change. Beautiful. Been wondering when this High Priestess is going to come up. I keep getting the Hierophant, either reversed, and then Hierophant I received yesterday. So I was wondering when our High Priestess would be showing up in terms of collective and personal readings. Okay. Lots of wands. So in about 2 weeks from now, there is going to be this like mental tension of feeling like people are coming at you, or essentially you're coming for yourself. There's just a lot of lack of mental clarity in your mind, in your crown chakra. And sometimes it can feel like there's battles, there's conflicts of interest when it comes to your mental processing. And really what's going to shift there is you understanding where your energy is and where you want it to be, and really just shifting into that High Priestess energy. It's having that blinded faith. It's not just the Empress, it's the goddess of the goddesses, essentially. High Priestess is a very beautiful, the master of masters when it comes to that spiritual energy in alignment with the feminine. So that's coming up, this High Priestess activation in 2 weeks. But it's going to take away a lot of that mental struggle, a lot of that mental battle, which is the Seven of Wands, which is about essentially in building. It's very challenging to continue to build when you have all of those conflicts. The root of the situation is the Nine of Rods. So you've been building so much in your life, and you should be very proud where you're at. But if you look at his face, he doesn't look too excited to finish this cycle. So this is the Nine of Rods, 10 being the completion, Ace also being that final completion and also that beginning, the end of the cycle, the new beginning of the cycle, which you got the Ace of Wands. But this is 9. So think of 4 of Rods or Wands, 8 of Rods and Wands, that being figuratively you're building one stage of the house, one story. And then the 8 of Rods, Wands is building that second level. 9 is essentially you're starting to or essentially you're continuing to build, and you're about to finish the house, you're about to finish the project, you're about to finish what you've been building essentially. But now you kind of slow down a little bit, saying, is this how I really want my life? Is this how I want to complete it? Something's missing, something's missing. What is it that's missing? And that's when you have to reconnect with your vision that you've been holding for the last year and a half, essentially. And you have to be really real with yourself. And you have to have the courage to really step into that energy of that high priestess energy, essentially, to allow yourself to fully receive it. So it's coming up a lot lately. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So that's in the past. In the past, you've really lacked foundation, stability, prosperity, abundance. And now you're really seeking that. You're seeking that. And I feel like you've even achieved it, but there's still this mental block that you haven't achieved it. There's still a little bit of abundance blockages right now. But that's the past. And the current is the death. You're really resisting this figurative death, this energetic death. You're really not wanting to end that cycle and start this new beginning because it just feels tiring. It feels exhausting for you. So, having this Ace of Wands, having this Nine of Wands, essentially that's saying you're at the end of the cycle, but really you've actually completed the cycle. You're just kind of like stuck, feeling like you don't want to change cycles, but you've already changed cycles, and it's a very positive thing. And you have this death, which means that you have this rebirth, but instead of embracing the change, embracing that beautiful phoenix energy, you're so resistant in your mental mind of, oh my God, this is death. This is death. This is I've worked so hard for this. How can it just leave? And a lot of this is mental. It's creative energy. This is just a completely new cycle, and you're really resisting it in a lot of different aspects. And then the Eight of Pentacles. So emotionally, you're actually in a place where you're wanting to work hard. You're really excited to work hard, nose to the grindstone, like you're just really hustling right now. And that brings you actually a lot of ease, and it feels very grounded when you're in creation. So just continue to keep going into creation, because this is a space where you really need to put in this work to create this foundation in this new mental cycle, essentially. Page of Wands, this is your hopes and your fears. So it's reversed. Page, it's starting that new beginning, but it's that page energy of innocence, youth, sometimes a little bit of that naive energy, not being an expert at it and feeling kind of that imposter syndrome. So instead of like embracing this change, there's a disconnection. Whenever it's reversed right now in this reading specifically, it's not saying that you don't have this energy. It's saying that you're resisting this energy, but you actually have this energy available for you. So keep that in mind. You have this energy available for you. So utilize that energy, tap into that energy, because it's already activated. It's just a matter of Hangman, changing your perspective, hung by his foot, not his neck. It's not killing you. It's just a little bit of that frantic energy. Change the perspective. Give yourself some gratitude. Tap into how far you've come. You've come so far. You're already living the life that you wanted to live, an even better life than you wanted to live a year and a half ago. Like, you've accomplished even so much more than you thought you would. It's just you're letting certain details bog you down, and you're being really like harsh on yourself. You have to be gentle. You have to be your cheerleader. You have to really be motivating yourself and understanding that you're really proud of where you're at. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So this is reversed. So typically the Eight of Wands, it's like things are rushing in. It's everything's falling into place. It's going at a very high speed, but you're really resisting this. Like, things are actually coming together. Things are coming together. Things are being structured together, and it's feeling really beautiful. But again, there's that fear and the X factor. You have the world. You already have it. You're already living it. You have to change that perspective. This is such a mental state that you're in right now. So you really have to change that perspective, because you already have it. You already have it. Sometimes we go seeking all of these different things, thinking that it's going to change our energy and our vibrancy, but it's like you already have it. Shift back into gratitude and start really enjoying this process of everything you've worked so hard for. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Please comment below of like anything that resonated for you. If you would like a further detailed reading, I do 30-minute readings, mini readings, and then an hour reading as well. I read your energy and your chakras as well as your tarot. And really what I ask you to provide for me is what do you want clarity on? And I can confirm a lot for you in your energy. It shouldn't be anything brand new for you. It should be deeply resonating for you. So yeah, if you need anything, just reach out to me. Bye.